Hello, and welcome back to Inkbound. Um, yeah, today we're going to be playing Star Captain. See, today I'm actually recording this the same day as the Moss Cloak video. I had some more free time, so I was like, why not just record more? Though it is really nice outside, but it should still be bright for another hour, so maybe I'll go for a walk afterwards. Anyway, today we just have to finish Star Captain, and I was going to finish Blink in the same run. Just finish the victory word on video. Why not? At least try to. And in the spirit of that, I'm going to use Marker of the Unbound. Um, you can read it if you don't know what it does. I'm not going to read it out loud, but let's just get started. So, Marker of the Unbound is best on Moss Cloak, Magma Miner, and Obelisk because they have movement bindings. In case you don't know, movement bindings makes it so you don't take damage in the blight. So, I guess we can go ahead and go to Cinder. I feel like I always fight Cinder though. I'm gonna try to do Argolith. I'm definitely going to Radiant Market. Um, yeah, so movement bindings do not make you take damage when used in the blight, so it's a free way to gain stacks without taking damage. So if you can get Blink with Magma Miner, Moss Cloak, or Obelisk, that gives you 2 movement bindings, which means pretty much every turn you should be getting 2 stacks. So by the end of the 3rd or 4th fight, you really should just have almost every stack. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. I'm not going to commit to any build yet. Both Frostbite and no whatnot. If I'm planning to pick up Blink anyway, the high gravity is not going to really be an issue. So I think I'm going to do on collecting an orb smite. Maybe I'll get a smite build. I was hoping a little bit for a crit option because I'm going to be trying to do this, but I might not get it. Who knows? So yeah, let's just hope I can pull this off. I'm basically hoping for Blink the first run. If I don't get it, I'm not going to reset or anything, but, you know. Well, let's just start the first run. So Star Captain is he's the new kid on the school block. And he's pretty strong. His playstyle is mostly focused around drones and Frostbite. He pretty much makes Frostbite viable on his own. Before, Frostbite was kind of more of a joke build, but now it is pretty good. I got a lot of magic, so I might be building Frostbite. Okay, we'll do Frostbite, I guess. So I'm basically hoping for Blink. Do not get Blink. But I am building Frostbite, so I might as well pick that up. I was hoping for the not Superior, the Glyph one, because I do need to build... I need to get Glyphs to try to get Blink. Just because that's... Normally I would not worry about this too much if I was playing one of the characters I normally play it on, but sadly I am not. Okay. So we could take 4 damage here, I guess. I was thinking about it, but probably not. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that as much as I would like to, the pot. So let's go ahead and just start getting stacks. I do have 2 ability power for this fight, which is pretty nice. Don't know if this counts. I think it's when I use a binding, yeah. So that was kind of a waste of damage. That's fine. So I got 1 permanent ability power. So as you can see, without a movement binding, that is kind of sad. But the idea is, once I get a movement binding, it becomes less sad. I think because I have to build crit. I take that. So we take this. Try to get more vestiges. I am going purely on the magic, so let me just get this. Getting that 10 HP healing, or 4 HP healing might not have been bad, but it's fine. I just want to try to get glyphs, because I need to try to get the blight resistance. So normally, I would say not to attack the shield guys, but they had such little HP and I had so much damage it doesn't even matter. As you can see, Frostbite is a very strong status. This is a hard encounter, supposedly. But it's not really causing me any issues. Yeah, I have not much else to say. It's pretty, you know, straightforward. Just take that. I'm just gonna get, I think, a bunch of Frostbite stacks. Primary. Sounds good. Alright, now moment of truth, I need Blink. Okay. There we go. I don't have to reset this video. Woo! No, I'm joking. If I didn't get Blink, I would have just cried, but I wouldn't have restarted. But I'm glad I can show the interaction, at the very least. Guess I'll go here. So yeah, ooh, that's a lot, but I'm not building that at all. I'm committed to no drones. You know, the game wants me to build drones. I mean, I could still gain this. It's still good, right? It's like a temporary thing. I'll re-roll them once and see what I get. There we go. 16 magic power in the first book is pretty good. So, I don't think the pots attack turn 1. Which is sad, because I kind of want them to in this situation. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, we could do that. I think I'm gonna leave that pot alive for now, because I kind of want him to play some stuff for me. Oh, guess that's fine. All right, so here's kind of what I wanted to show. So, if this would ever end. So obviously you could take damage and be on top of here to get power. But if I use a movement binding, you can see I take no damage at all. So I could just be like, poof, and now I don't take any damage. So that's kind of the idea. Of how this build kind of works. So I could just go poof, jump, I get my ability power that I was waiting for, and everything else just kind of dies. But naturally you could still use bindings on top and still do that. I think might have enough HP. You could still boost that way. It is a bit of a risky playstyle doing it that way, though. So I might die. Ooh, trigger all frostbite stacks. Absolute 0. Let's do that. And spawn an orb wherever I go. Let's do that. So I'm playing very risky right now. But you know what? It's fun that way. Let's go gunk filled. Let's go. Theoretically, I should not even have a problem with this. So I think with how much damage I took, I'm gonna probably go. I do want a rare augment though. I need some sort of healing. That's kind of what I'm missing. I think if I get some sort of healing, this will be pretty strong. But even if I don't, it should be fine, I think. So I could go over here. Blink out. Just do that. Do that. Just do that. And that. So the idea is for me to get immune to pretty much to all this stuff, right? It's the dream. So do that. Okay, this target lives, but that's fine. The one thing I don't have is evasion. I don't know how I'm gonna get that, but I'll probably figure it out. I'm gonna do this just to get the extra stack. Probably do that. Then I just do that, and should be good. Heavenly Eclipse used to be super good on whatchamacallit, Star Captain, because it was on doing damage, you get the opposite type. So drones and your attacks are just constantly skilling each other. But in this case, I think I'm probably not going to, because that's on binding type, and Mission Leader is my only physical, so it's not going to be super good. I'll take this though. Honestly, it's probably better than the drones. Like I said, I'm not really building that. Flicked mark. Just gonna reroll. I don't really need any of that. Getting shield would help though. Or free frost. I'll take the free frost. Let's see what we get at the Sea Breach. I have a very strong in my stats in case you haven't noticed the 25 magic. Let's just get immortality. I have so much damage anyway, it doesn't even matter. Okay, let's just keep going. I've gotten 3 ability power from my Marker of the Unbound. So I should be relatively halfway through and getting what I want. Okay, let's just get rid of all these guys. Let's do that to get out of there. And then let's do that again to get out of there. Let's just do that. Do that to get cooldowns. Jump out. And then we can just walk out. Sadly, barely have enough damage to kill. Maybe if I focused the pot a little bit more, I would have been fine, but I didn't. Let's see. Can I do that? Can I do that? Just get out. You can kind of get how that works. I'm pretty sure it's 6 maximum, yeah. So nothing too crazy. I should probably kill that first because he's making them tankier. Oh well. I will just wait one turn because I can get another stack of oh, maybe not because my smite will kill. Never mind. First spawning usage is cheaper. I don't know if I need that. Just keep getting magic power. I guess we can get more shield potential. Ooh. I don't know if I need that though. I'll get more shield potential. I don't know. This smite is actually really useful because it is 210 damage just every time I pick up an orb, and I'm getting an extra orb off this. So I actually think I'm going to reroll this because I don't know if I want any of this. This will give me a little bit of survivability. I think I take that, and I get rid of that. Because really, I don't think my Frostbite's my main source of damage, no. This gives me more crit. That removes the Frostbite, but like I've determined I'm not really doing damage off my Frostbite right now. And I want to try to finish this quest, even if I know it's probably not happening. I'm just going to eat this for now. And I think in the spirit of trying to crit more, nah. Thing is, I have 1 runs without finishing my quest, so I don't really need it. Maybe that's why I'm hesitant. Alright, so... guess we do that. Do that. Do that. Okay. Pick up that. Pick up this. Just get rid of the defense guy, because he's making things a little harder than they need to be. And then I think I blink out of here. And I think I just shoot you some more. Seems pretty good. Okay, this turn I ignore you because you're going to be hurting me. Well, I guess I don't have to ignore you. Yeah, I was thinking I just don't want to be attacking him while I'm inside here. But I don't think I like need to super worry. It's because I can just smite when I pick up an orb. And then still get this. I am not immune to Blight yet, as much as I would love to be. So the nice thing about this is if you can get to max stacks, you could just stand out here and not give a care in the world. But I'm still not quite there yet. And I guess I can't really ignore another turn. So I'm at 5 ability, but so next fight I should become immune to the Blight, which is pretty good. I don't like any of this. Ooh, but I can inflict dazed. I'm trying to last minute finish my quest, but I don't know if this is working. Give it a shot. I'll probably replace that anyway. And then I'll go ahead and heal. And then I guess I'll give myself some free mission leaders. Pile of tiles. I don't need any of that. I can try to save my money for the very last shop. It's probably fine. Alright, so... just start shooting here, I guess. Oh, I probably should have frostbited you guys, huh? Just so I could start getting that dazed. Okay. Guess I could try to do this. I wish I could shoot. Because these guys kind of hurt. Guess I can kind of do that. There we go. Just don't want to take damage if I don't have to. Still not immune to damage. I am still trying to get to that point. Okay. That. Okay, do that. And I think I wait till next turn, because I can blink out. Just trying to become immune to blink. It's my main goal right now. Do that. Okay. And then I do this. Then I do this. And then I do this. Am I not immune to Blight yet? Surprised. Alright, so I'm going to do that, get a little more tankiness, and I think, yeah, I wish I was immune to Blight, but I guess I'm not. Okay. I did get my quest. That is the important thing. How am I not immune to Blight yet? This is quite interesting. Because this would be the time to become immune to Blight. Aha, I'm immune now. Okay. So here's where you can get kind of crazy with this. So now that I'm immune to Blight, I can stand out here and ignore this AoE. See, isn't this all nice? Now, he died in this case, but if I had more movement skills, I could have probably gotten this earlier. But now I'm immune to Blight. It's going to be really helpful because he's going to place Blight pools. That's kind of the reason I wanted to fight him too, even though I knew crit and daze wasn't really the thing I was going to try to go for. Doubling shield gain is probably going to be what I want to do because I'm getting shield from Cryoclasm in this, and my survivability is the thing that's scary. This is giving me daze, which is giving me tankiness. I'd probably keep it. But this is also giving me resistance, so it's just kind of like, I don't know. I think I just get rid of this. And I can turn my blink into damage. Or I can get free blinks. I think I'm going to do the damage one, just to get some more utility out of it. And I think I just get the Invigorating Chill Laser. Yeah, so if you're looking at this and you're like, oh wow, you only get the blight resistance near the end, that doesn't seem worth it. Keep in mind, if I chose a character that had a movement binding, I would have had this triggered much earlier, probably by the end of book 1. Like that much quicker. Because you could pretty much abuse the fact that you're not taking damage with a movement binding. So that's why I recommend this on Magma Miner, Moss Cloak, or Obelisk. I think I just don't... Did I grab this already? I have not. I think I reroll for a stat. I'll just get a little bit of crit chance. I don't think it's going to help, but... It's better than nothing. Alright, so Blight is no longer an issue. But I could still do stuff. Now I don't have to worry about these Blight pools anymore because I literally don't take damage. It shows that I'm still taking 4 damage. I don't know if this is a visual bug or not. Guess I'll F8 it. Standing on the Blight pool with Blight resistance still shows me taking 4 damage at the end of the turn. Because as we see here, I'm not taking damage on binding use. I did take 1 damage. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working properly. I'm not sure. Because theoretically, this should not be taking damage at all while I'm inside. At least based on the wording. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if there was a bug related to this, because I don't imagine many people using Marker of the Unbound. It just seems useless if you don't know that movement bindings do not hurt you in Blight, right? Once you know that fact, it's like, oh wow, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like bugs related to it or not. Because Because there really shouldn't be, right? Because the whole point is you're standing in here to get extra damage. So. Alright. Magic power for sure. Gain 1 stack of evasion. That's what I've been wanting this entire time. So I'm glad I got it. And I don't know if I guess this. I don't think this is going to do much for me anymore. As much as it's been helping me. Alright, I either need a really good legendary or no legendary at all. This is kind of good. I'm going to be critting more. So I think I do buy it. And just sacrifice one of these. Alright, so suddenly my non-crit build has become a semi-crit build. And let's see how I do. So the good thing is I'm going to be immune to Blight. I'm going to try to kill this Mimic, because I don't want to deal with him. So I think I do this. And the idea is I want to not be... I want to be gaining some attack power in here. But yeah, I just want to kill this Mimic specifically because it's the Weaver one, so it's going to have a lot of strength. I think I could just do some damage here. Yeah, I shouldn't be taking damage in the Blight. But apparently I am. Yeah, I don't know if it's a visual bug or not, so I'm just gonna stand out of it. But I'll happily go back in for more damage. Though I don't think I even need to be in here anymore. Just kill you, I think. I guess I do this, because I can get a lot of stacks on people. I don't know if that's gonna help too much. That's probably fine. So a pro tip, if you're fighting this guy, don't necessarily kill all the tentacles, because they do start with 75% resistance. So if you leave one alive, you'll still be able to damage the boss pretty easily. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. You don't need to necessarily kill them all right away. Just do that. Because now I can do insane damage to both the tentacle and him. Okay, we can probably do that. I was hoping to hit him, but I'm probably not going to be able to. So I'm just going to keep hitting the boss. And do that. The Mimic should take a lot of damage. It's probably fine. I guess I just don't want the Mimic to do anything to me, right? Okay. So this isn't, of course, an OP run where I'm just wrecking the boss, as you've been seeing, but, you know, it probably is good to show a more, you know, casual run, you know, where I'm not super decked out with damage and stuff. Plus, shows you a trinket that you probably don't normally see. And probably won't ever normally see. Okay, get out of there. Because he is doing his big aura of death. So you do not want to leave these guys alone too long because they will start racking up the damage. I'll just pick this up for now. Probably start killing you guys. Okay. And yeah, these guys need to die this turn. They're gonna have too much damage. Way too much damage. I mean, they don't have to die this turn, I guess, but they should. Okay, so at least get rid of one of them. Okay. Okay, so I think he's doing his big AoE again. Okay, so we can just do that, I guess. And I wanted to hit the guy back there, but I don't think I can reach him. Unless I do something like that. So I guess we'll just phase him. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is my last one. I probably start weakening him. He is using his big AoE, which is not really what I wanted to see. So I do that just to get out of there. And I think then I can do big damage to him. I don't know if this burn is going to be doing much. It looks like it's doing at least some chip damage. But I don't know if in the long run it's actually going to do really anything. I guess I jump this way. Just try to kill this tentacle, because he's doing way too much damage to me. And I could start weakening those guys. I don't know if the Mimic is an actual priority, because he can't kill me. So I don't know if I actually really care to focus him. So I can just kind of do that, not worry about it. And I don't like this positioning. Okay. Start shooting these tentacles. Moss Cloak's gonna get close. That's fine. We do this. I think I just kill him just for safety. Okay. I don't have to kill him this turn, though. Yeah, I don't have to kill him this turn. I'll let him live one more turn. Get to see that cool animation you rarely get to see because he's usually dead. I do have to kill him this turn, though. Okay, I think I definitely dashed. I could stand here for 0. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be victory. Oh, yep, he just dies to burn. Alright, GG. Sorry if it was quiet that last fight. I was just, I didn't really think about it. But yeah, that's how you would use that trinket. The what's it called? Can't highlight it here. Anyway, that's how you use that trinket. So this build was kind of mediocre. I mean, my vestiges were pretty good, but I had like too much frostbite investment early on, and then I went to a crit, and then this trinket isn't the greatest, but I finished with Blink and Star Captain. So I get the crown. Woo. I finished the victory board. So yeah, pretty good. As a Marker of the Unbound, you really only want to use this on Magma Miner, Moss Cloak, and Obelisk because you start with the movement binding. And you also want the Gunk modifier to appear because then you can easily stack it up early. Part of the problem with why I couldn't stack it up early is my set of enemies in Radiant Market didn't summon Blight, like both encounters, and I didn't have a movement binding, and I'm not going to attack in the permanent debuff, without a movement binding. So it's really hard to build up. So if you have these three can kind of use it pretty nicely. And then if you get the Gunk modifier, you're basically immune to it, right? It's no longer an issue. You can just stand around, hit stuff. You can see in that fight where Argalith places a lot of the Blight everywhere. It's just like, I don't care. It's not really impacting me. So, yeah, pretty good modifier. But if you're not fighting Argalith, it's not the greatest, right? It doesn't work on Cinder's Pox. And Runestone doesn't even have any Blight, so it's just kind of like, at that point. So I don't know. It's definitely one of the more situational bindings, but it's pretty good, gotta say. But anyway, so Star Captain, pretty fun to play. About 5 levels away from his costume. Obviously, Frostbite is very good. You can pretty much use anything, honestly. Just pick your favorite. And in terms of bindings, I mean, Blink is probably not needed. The only reason I was using Blink was because, well, one, I took the movement down modifier, but two, because I was using that specific trinket. If I wasn't using that trinket, I would have never picked Blink. I probably wouldn't have gone to the movement down area either. Maybe I would have. But yeah, Jinx is really good. Lightning Bolt's not very good because you have so much AoE that you're probably just wasting it, right? It's not really needed. If you have a good auto attack like I kind of had, Cultivate could be pretty good. Um, Obviously, Frostbite is amazing. He doesn't really have early marked, so this can kind of help. Um, Accelerate can be pretty good on him too, right? More mission leaders for drone builds, especially if you're playing multiplayer as a support. Um, but really, you want the more beneficial bindings on him. So Quicken, After Image, Shield Wall, Restoration, and Invigorate. I think that's about it. Yeah, you want those 5 bindings if you're playing a drone build, right? Because you can give yourself drones with After Image, give yourself drones while you're shielding or healing. This is true for multiplayer too, right? If you heal somebody else, you give them a drone, right? Um, so yeah, you want these if you're doing a drone build. Another fun fact is if you can coordinate it with multiplayer too, and you use a Vigorate, what you can do is you can give everyone a drone using your mission leader. Then you use Invigorate. Now your drones do 10% more damage. Then if everybody attacks, your drones are doing 10% more damage for all their attacks because you haven't used a binding yet. So if you can coordinate that with your friends or in multiplayer, that's a very powerful build. Actually, drone builds are most powerful if every other player waits for you to set up and make them super powerful. Generally though, I think people just like to unload their stuff right when they can. It's unfortunate, right? Because Weaver players are gonna want as many enemies as possible for their Stitch. Um, Molten Magma Miner is gonna want to get as many enemies for his Heat. A lot of Moss Cloak's gonna want as many enemies as possible for his dash, for shurikens. Um, Obelisk doesn't really care; he just kind of waits for everyone else to finish. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of characters that benefit off your friends or your teammates waiting a little bit just for you to do some stuff. But sadly, I don't think in practice players just don't want to do that, and it's sad. But yeah, there are some crazy shenanigans you can do in multiplayer with Invigorate. Is basically what I was getting at. All right, but yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to witness my full victory void. Obviously, I probably made Art Marker of the Unbound look bad just because it's not good on Star Captain. It's good on the 3 characters I mentioned, but try it on one of the 3 characters I mentioned. If you pick up Blink and use 2 movement bindings a turn in Blight, and you get that combo early enough, you basically the entirety of Book 2 you are immune to Blight, including the outer Blight, and it's just so good. Plus you get a ability power just being in the Blight, right? You get 6 permanent and then 6 extra just doing stuff in Blight, so it's like really powerful. You just gotta set it up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm probably gonna upload this video tomorrow. I guess it'd be today for you, but as I upload it the same day, I don't want to put too many videos on in one day. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time where I play either Clairvoyant, Weaver. Those are the only 2 I haven't played yet in this season. So yeah, either Clairvoyant or Weaver. I'll figure out which one I want to do first. So see you then.